Welcome to this training video designed to equip you and your team to work with children and families in your local church, specifically around the topic of multi-age groups. Our educational system groups kids together by age or sometimes by stage, and so by default, churches have often followed suit, dividing kids into Sunday school classes by age or grade at school. However, as churches move away from a solely educational focus towards a model that focuses on holistic spiritual formation, many are opting for multi-age kids ministry. In smaller churches, multi-age groups may form because more can be done with one bigger group than with multiple small groups. However, even in large churches where there are plenty of kids and the resources to have age-based groups, the popularity of multi-age groups is growing. Kids of different ages learn from one another and learn to love one another. At Wyong Baptist Church, they love the multi-age opportunities in kids ministry. They have 5 to 12-year-olds exploring the Bible together in a large group every Sunday before breaking into smaller groups for responsive activities. They also have special events at least once a term, which include kids from preschool right through to grade 6. The older kids enjoy helping the younger kids, and the little ones look up to their older buddies, and it's delightful to see these relationships continue after church as the kids play together. Wyong finds it's enriching their community and breaking down some of the age-based barriers. With a little thought around the relationships, content and structure of your program, you can create a fantastic multi-age environment for children of all ages. Firstly, think about the relationships within your group. One of the greatest joys of having multiple age groups together is seeing older and younger children interact, learn and cooperate together. However, this doesn't always happen automatically. As the leader, you need to set the tone, encouraging the group to work together and praising them when they achieve a goal. One way to promote healthy relationships is through a buddy system. Pairing up older and younger children gives the older children a sense of responsibility and cuts through age-based cliques. Younger children look up to and learn from older children, and older children gain more from the program when they are helping someone else to engage and learn too. When the older children and younger children work together, everyone grows. Other responsibilities can be given to older children to help them engage in a different way. Perhaps they could act out a play where they will not only need to have heard the story, but process it deeply enough to retell. Perhaps they could do the actions or a song where they will set the tone for engagement in the group. Or perhaps they could help with set up or pack up as a practical way of serving or taking some leadership responsibilities. Sometimes the oldest kids in the group need a challenge and need to see that there are always new things to be discovered about the Bible. One church found it helpful to ask the older kids to research some background info about characters in the story or the setting or some historical context, like the societal view of children in the times of Jesus. And after the kids had researched, they were invited to present the info to the rest of the group. Sure, it required pre-planning, giving the kids their topics to research a few weeks in advance of when it was being explored, but the Bible always comes alive when we participate in discovering what's in it. Secondly, think about the content you are sharing. It helps if you can find good material that is either designed for or can easily be adapted for multiple age groups. When pitching your content, aim for the middle. But if in doubt, it's generally better to stretch younger children than to risk boring older children. Younger children will soon catch on by listening to the older kids respond. The best way to communicate with multi-age groups is to make one point clearly and then allow the kids to apply it to their various life stages. For example, you may have multiple activity sheets aimed at different age groups. You might have a time of individual reflection, or perhaps kids pair up and with someone their own age to think about what it would look like to apply this to their life experiences. And finally, think about how to structure your content so that all ages stay engaged. Younger children can have shorter attention spans, So it helps if children are actively involved rather than sitting and just listening for long periods of time. A consistent structure from week to week can be helpful so that the group knows what to expect. You may find that the same activity can be done differently by children of all ages. For example, if you've prepared a craft, you might pre-cut the materials for the younger children, but leave the older kids to cut their own. You might find that the craft engages everyone and takes roughly the same amount of time by doing less of the preparation work for the older children. As you sit with your team, take time to think about why the children in your church are grouped the way they are. If you are leading a multi-age group or an age and stage-based group, are you doing this out of necessity or with intentionality? Multi-age groups can be a blessing for both older and younger children in church settings.